So hello everyone, welcome to our tab. So guys, I hope you are preparing really hard for your upcoming examination and talking about today's lecture. I will be covering the three most important topics that have been witnessed in the PIB, the latest week of PIB current affairs. The three topics that I will be discussing in today's lecture are mentioned here, that is the Kaushal Dikshant Samaroh, E-Bal Nidan portal, a very important portal about the, if I talk about complaints about the child, E-Bal Nidan portal is a very important portal there. Then is the Shunya campaign. So if I talk about these three topics are equally important for your upcoming NABARD phase 2 examination, as well as they are equally important for the RBI examination and for SEBI also. These kind of questions might be asked in your examination. Talking about the relevance in the RBI and NABARD, these are equally relevant both for your phase 1 and phase 2 examination. Now let's start with the first topic, that is on the E-Bal Nidan portal. So the first question I'm asking you on the E-Bal Nidan portal is, guys, that recently the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, that is NCPCR, has basically revamped the E-Bal Nidan portal. So E-Bal Nidan portal, if I talk about revamping or if I talk about some changes that have been made under the structure of E-Bal Nidan portal, one of the most important structure that have been made here is, if I talk about, it has been mentioned in the question itself, that is now the State Commission for Protection of Child Rights has now been given access to this E-Bal Nidan initiative or to the E-Bal Nidan portal. Now you can look at the question here. The question that I'm asking you here is that in which of the following year this E-Bal Nidan portal was basically launched. Now let's see how many of you get your answer right. Guys, I am repeating this thing in each and every lecture of mine. Try to solve these questions and tell me in the comment box how many marks you have scored in that specific lecture from that specific questions on that specific initiative. So coming to the answer here, the answer here is, guys, that is option number B. It was launched in the year 2015. Now, if I talk about the structure that has been changed or what has been revamped in this E-Bal Nidan initiative, one I have mentioned here, that is now the State Commission has basically been given the access to this specific portal. The other two initiatives that have been now mentioned here, or the things that have been launched here is, guys, it was mentioned on 15th of September. Okay, ji? So now if I say what are the things that have been mentioned here, see, transferring the registered complaint and joint inquiry, which means these are directly related to the State Commission. Now because State Commission has the right, now a joint inquiry can take place because now State Commission has the right. The second thing is, State Commission, the National Commission can transfer the case to the State Commission if, the important thing is, if the state government has already taken some cognizant steps, which means if state government has taken some steps on that specific complaint or on that specific case, then that case can be shifted to the state government also. But the important for us is this E-Bal Nidan initiative, which was launched in 2015 by the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. Now guys, if we are looking at the recent examination and if an examiner goes far away from the question itself, then what kind of thing we can expect here is, what we can say कि बहुत ही मुश्किल क्वेश्चन है. तो what kind of question can be that here is, they could ask you a question under which of the following section of the Commission for Protection of Child Rights Act of the year 2005 this specific portal was being set up. So the answer here is, that is section 13, because it is again a very important thing that was clearly mentioned in PIB itself. So that is a possibility that the question might come if an examiner goes really in depth and goes out of the box. So he might ask this specific question. So you should remember about this act also. Okay. Now, key provisions I have mentioned about from that also for your betterment, that you can have a look at this thing that has been mentioned in the PIB also. ठीक है कि section 13 क्या होता है कि NCPCR examine करेगा, review करेगा of this initiative. Then NCPCR must not interfere in any matter which is pending before any other specific state commission. Okay. The purpose I have specified to you in the starting of the lecture also is basically what this portal is. बाल निदान का मतलब है चिल्ड्रंस के बारे में बात हो रही है. So that is a complaint mechanism, that is an online complaint mechanism to report violations against the children. That is the thing that is all about the E-Bal Nidan portal. Now guys, we have discussed here about the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. So this is again a very important body that needs to be discussed here. So let's discuss about the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. You have to tell me which among the following acts are basically being monitored by the National Commission for the Protection of Child Rights. Here I have given you the option, that is POCSO, that is Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act of 2012. Then is Juvenile Justice Act, that is JJ Act, Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Child Acts of 2015. And then is RTE, that is Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act of 2009, or you can simply remember it as Right to Education Act of 2009. So if I talk about these, so all these acts are basically being monitored by, that is your National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. Talking about the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, guys, it was set up in 2007, which is again being constituted under the Commission for Protection of Child Rights. ठीक है, तो अब यहाँ पे sections is not that much important. For E-Bal Nidan, we can see it is a little bit important, but here you can skip this section also. Okay. Now coming about the Northern Ministry, it is working under Ministry of Women and Child Development. ठीक है, the things that I've discussed here, which acts are being monitored here, we have discussed in the question also, that is protection of child from sexual offences, Juvenile Justice Act, and Right to Free and Compulsory Education Act. Okay, ji. The thing here is that is for the betterment of child. This specific institute has basically been set up. Now, guys, this was about E-Bal Nidan initiative. Now, let's move to the second important topic of the day. That is about the Kaushal Dikshant Samaroh. Now, why this Kaushal Dikshant Samaroh is important from ESA point of view? We might be saying कि तो GA question है, फिर ESA में क्यों? Reason being here is, first of all, look at the keywords here. Kaushal Dikshant. Kaushal is basically related to skill. And then it is the first ever. So this is the keyword which makes this initiative very, very important for us to remember. Because if you look at the recent examinations of NABARD as well as RBI, guys, first keyword is very, very important, and that needs to be remembered here. So first ever Kaushal Dikshant Samaroh has taken place, which has been organized by Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. The question I'm asking you here is, which was, if I talk about this specific initiative, it was basically a convocation on industrial training institutes, and there a specific thing that has been mentioned here is, in which of the following year the first ITI was set up in India? First industrial training institute was set up or established in India, in which of the following year? This was mentioned about that in the PIB article. So here, guys, the answer here is, that is option number C, 1950. So if I talk about this kind of question, if this comes in examination, this is a really tough question, because इतना ज़्यादा in depth में हम नहीं पढ़ते, and we always say that this is the question which is out of the box. How we can cover this specific data? The thing here is, guys, these are kind of things that are being specifically mentioned in PIB, from where the examiner is handpicking these things and asking us the question on direct. ठीक है, हो सकता है, it is a possibility they might not give you the recent context. They will directly ask you a question, in which of the following year the first ITA was established in India. We might be feeling static question, but it is a question from current affairs, and answer here is option number C, 1950. ठीक है जी, चलिए. So it was seen on news on 17th of September when the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi addressed the first ever Kaushal Dikshant Samaroh, which is organized on the occasion of Vishwakarma Day on 17th of September. Now, talking about this Kaushal Dikshant Samaroh, as the name is suggesting, it is basically talking about the skill development, which is convened by, as I've discussed, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. ठीक है जी. अब देखो, कौशल की बात हो रही है, तो स्किल डेवलपमेंट को ही एनहांस करना है, दैट इज टू बूस्ट द मोरल ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स इन एंटरिंग द स्किलिंग इकोसिस्टम. ठीक है. And when I talk about the purpose here is to inspire the students to work towards the vision of Atmanirbhar and get more skilled. That is the main thing here. Okay. And when I talk about some things that have been launched here, okay, so there is a thing that has been launched is Swavlamban Ki Aur, which is stories of 75 entrepreneurs that have been launched here. Okay. These are the basic things that have been launched here, and the important information that was shared is India's first ITA was established in the year 1950. So this was all about this news, guys. Now let's move to the third topic of the day. That is your Shunya campaign. So recently, guys, Niti Aayog has basically celebrated the first anniversary of this Shunya campaign. So you have to tell me basically, when I talk about this Shunya campaign, it is an mobility campaign which is related to which among the following. So if you have read this news, that's really nice. It will be a really icing on cake question for you. But if you guys haven't read the question, let's see how many of you get your answer right here. Okay, on this e-Shunya campaign, which is an e-mobility campaign focusing on which among the following. So Shunya campaign is, guys, is a campaign which is focusing only on pollution. So it is an initiative which is focusing on zero pollution. तो शून्य किसको करना है आपको? We have to reduce zero. That is zero is towards zero pollution is basically नीति आयोग zero pollution campaign. ठीक है, तो आप याद रखना 0% क्या करना है? शून्य प्रदूषण. तो शून्य प्रदूषण से आप याद रख सकते हो. शून्य प्रदूषण, और यू कैन से सिंपली शून्य पॉल्यूशन ऑल्सो, विच ट्रांसलेशन है जीरो पॉल्यूशन. सो यहां से आप याद कर सकते हो दिस स्पेसिफिक कैंपेन ऑफ शून्य कैंपेन ऑफ नीति आयोग. ओके, so talking about this campaign guys, Niti Aayog has celebrated the first anniversary of this Shunya campaign. ठीक है, as I've discussed, it is a campaign which is focusing on zero pollution. ठीक है, India's zero pollution e-mobility campaign is the known as Shunya campaign, which was launched previous year in September by Niti Aayog, RMI and RMI India. ठीक है, and the purpose here is, अगर हम लोग शून्य जीरो पोल्यूशन की बात करें तो लॉजिक क्या होगा, we have to reduce the air pollution. The thing here is how will we be reducing the air pollution? By promoting the use of electric vehicles. Okay, so this was the thing that has been mentioned here about the शून्य campaign. तो सिंपल याद रखना किसको प्रमोट कर रहे हैं, इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स को कर रहे हैं, रिड्यूस किसको करना है, जीरो इज बेसिकली जीरो pollution here. So guys, this was about the Shunya campaign, again important because the first anniversary has been celebrated on this specific campaign. So guys, this was all about your topics of the day. ठीक है जी. Still, if you have any kind of doubt, ठीक है जी, you could post us your doubt also. And if you have liked the video, guys, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get all other materials also, any more materials on the examinations of RBI, SEBI, and NABARD also. And to get the access of the PDF, what you have to do is you have to subscribe to the Telegram channel, the link for which is given in the description below. Also, you can visit the other specific videos that I have taken on the PIB lecture also, so that your holistic PIB coverage could be done here. ठीक है, reports I have discussed, schemes we have discussed, so that you can also watch on our YouTube channel. And first, subscribe to the channel here. ठीक है, then guys, talking about this thing, so still I will say, if you want to have a discussion with us or any topic you want to discuss with me, you can comment me about that specific topic also, on which you want me that I should make a specific video on that specific topic. You can comment me that topic and I will be trying to come up with that specific video in my next lecture on that topic. ठीक है, still you have any kind of doubt, guys, drop me an email at hello@aerotab.co.in, and also you can have a call with us at this number, that is 81462072441. I hope guys the lecture is fruitful for you. Keep working, keep preparing hard. Wishing you all the best for your examination. Bye bye.